Let's tax the rich, but that's not actually how the tax code works. I've worked with billionaires for basically my entire professional career, and I'm going to suggest my opinion on how I think you can quote unquote tax the rich in a way that will actually generate tax revenue for the IRS. And also, most billionaires would hopefully agree with this actually is a logical suggestion that makes a lot of sense. So, the issue with why billionaires don't really pay any taxes is that a lot of their income doesn't come in form of actual salary, actual cash income that you or I probably makes for most of our career. They get paid in shares of companies that they work for or other companies that they've previously had, and those shares do not get taxed until they sell them, when they realize capital gains. There's no unrealized capital gains tax in America right now, and for a lot of reasons that I can talk about, unrealized taxable gains is probably not a really good solution to this problem. What I think is a good solution is identifying how a lot of billionaires or really rich people kind of get around this to generate income. And essentially what they'll do is they'll take their shares, the value of whatever company they're a part of, and get a loan from a bank or another source that is collateralized by those shares. And in America, when you take out a loan, you don't pay taxes on that loan, that amount that you're taking out. And so they essentially get income. They get cash from those shares up front. They have to pay interest and stuff, but they get cash from those shares that they have without actually having to sell those shares and without having to pay interest on that loan they've taken out. What I suggest is, because this loan is effectively acting as income for the billionaires, you tax it on that loan amount. It's basically they pay the IRS because it's effectively income for the amount that they take out. And then, you'll say, oh, well, if they have to pay interest on the loan, or they have to pay taxes on the loan now, they're gonna have to pay taxes again on the capital gains. I think you basically use that as a tax credit that you offset when you actually have your capital gains event. That way you're basically not getting double taxed for it, but you're also getting taxed when you're essentially realizing income on your otherwise unrealized capital gains.